On this day after Super Tuesday, here is where the Republican presidential race stands. Mitt Romney won 6 of the 10 states that voted yesterday. Rick Santorum 3, Newt Gingrich 1. So far, 22 states have voted. Romney has won 13, Santorum 7, Gingrich 2. It takes 1,144 delegates to clinch the nomination. Romney is more than a third of the way there with 391. Santorum has 140. Gingrich 95, Ron Paul 38. Romney won the key battleground state of Ohio last night, but just barely. John Dickerson is our political director. And John, where does Romney stand today?
Well, Scott, Ohio was a lot closer than the Romney campaign wanted it to be. They'd hoped if they'd had a commanding victory, Romney would be able to say that the race was just all but over. Instead, questions were raised again about his inability to connect with the most conservative members of his party. But overall, it was a good night. As you mentioned, 6 of 10 states won by Romney, and he won 65% of the delegates at stake last night. In talking to experts today, they say it's nearly impossible for Romney's competitors to overtake him in that delegate count. The Romney campaign was more blunt. They said it would take an act of God to keep Mitt Romney from having the majority of delegates after all of the contests are over.
He won Ohio by a margin of 1%. You know, John, we asked the voters in Ohio which candidate best understands the problems facing Americans, and only 22% picked Mitt Romney. Is that a problem for him going into the fall campaign?
It is. The central argument from the Romney campaign is that he has special talents on the economy. He knows what to do to turn the economy around. But that figure you cited challenges that argument. People don't think he understands the economy as it affects them in their daily lives. In the primary, Rick Santorum is going right at this issue, talking to middle-class voters. He's saying, I am the grandson of a coal miner. I understand what your lives are like. But of course, this won't just be an issue in the Republican primary. In the general election, the question of who understands the middle class and who can shape policies to help them will be something Barack Obama talks quite a lot about.
John, thanks very much.